Hello YouTube, Jason from Renegade Rants Comics here, and I've been preparing on what I'm going to bring to have signed at Terrificon this year because the guest list, again, is amazing. They always have great artist alley and comic writers, artists, the whole 9 yards. And I'm trying to stay on budget this year because last year I went nuts. So I've selected a few of the books that I plan on having signed unless something drastically happens. So the first one is going to be my Wolverine 8. Last year I had Chris Claremont sign a couple of the Wolverine 88 run that I got, and I finally was able to pick this one up, so I can't wait to have him sign that. The next one is going to be the Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine 1. So this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to have Claremont sign it because that would add, he does about $15 an autograph plus the time in line. So I'm kind of debating on that. I might. But Klaus Jensen and Walt Simonson both worked on this book as well. And they're both going to be there. I definitely want to have it signed by Walt. So I'm kind of trying to figure out pricing on that and go from there. The next one, my Ghost Rider love, Benjamin Percy is going to be there, so I want him to sign the first one he did on the Ghost Rider. And then this is the Frank Miller cover for Weapons of Vengeance 1. And then I have the regular, so I may just have him sign both of those. I believe he's $5 an autograph, so it wouldn't be too bad. Now, 17 is kind of a tricky comic because it mentions that it's the first appearance of Wolverine, but it really isn't. That would be in Wolverine 36. So I'm not sure about that one yet, but I'm just going to take it, because then I want him to do the Wolverine 36. And then, of course, I want him to do the Wolverine 1. And I'm not sure if there's a limit or, you know, how busy they're going to be. So it might be something where maybe I'll have him sign 2 on the first day and then go back. The last few books I've got are going to be Ghost Rider 21. From the 2008 run, 2008-2009, and then Ghost Rider 29, because I just always love that cover. And then, I didn't realize this, but Ghost Rider 33 from that run is literally almost $45 in a high grade right now, and these are all done by Jason Aaron. So, those are the Aaron run keys that I kind of want to have done. And then I'm debating, because I've already done a video where I ranted about how much I disliked what he did with the character, but I know he's actually pretty reasonable about signatures, so I may or may not have him sign the Punisher one that he did. And the only reason I'm on the fence with that is because I don't really like where he took the story, I don't like where he took the character, but it's, do I not have him sign it, probably not have an opportunity to see him again kind of thing, because I loved his work on Ghost Rider. That's why I'm taking all the Ghost Riders to have him do. And then do I want to have him sign the Punisher just because then I got his autograph on the Punisher and I have all the other Punisher series kind of thing, and I've had Jerry Conway sign my mini-series Punisher of, you know, the first 4 issues that turned out to be 5 issues. And then I had Carl Potts last year sign my Punisher War Journal. So, 1. So, I don't know. So, down in the comments, what are you taking to a convention to have signed? What artists would you go through? And would you just take everything and then play it by ear? Or would you actually try to plan? Now, if I try to plan this anymore, I'm going to drive myself nuts. Last year, on day 1, I walked in and I blew probably $150 within the first 45 minutes of being at the convention, and that didn't include all the signatures I wanted. I literally was just insanely searching at books, and oh my god, this is $1, I need this, oh, this fills in a run, this does this. So I'm trying to be a little bit more budget friendly, but it's also, this is my vacation. I don't really take a vacation too much from my job, and usually I go to a couple car shows, like the Syracuse Nationals. I wasn't able to attend that this year, so I'm not sure if I'm going to take and save that money up and then look at doing some other things, because there's a lot of opportunities there, but I've got to plan on day one not blowing the budget. And then day two, Saturday is always really, really good, but it's packed, so you don't get a chance to look at a lot of books. And then what I ended up doing last year is, day one, I went through my budget. Day two, I was then finding things at other booths that I should have waited before I bought them all on day one. And then there was quite a bit of time that you spend in lines. I know Chris Claremont's line was pretty quick once they started, but there was a couple times, like he had a couple panels, and then, you know, if you didn't get there in time kind of thing, you kind of had to wait. And I know Walt Simonson last year, because him and Louise Simonson, their line was insane. And I don't know what he charges, but certain signatures, I'll pay the money. It doesn't matter, just because I want to have the signatures. And some of them, I'm kind of, will they be at another con? Will I see them again? Do I need to have 10 books signed by one guy? Is there a limit on how many books you can have signed? You know, so I'm kind of looking at that aspect of it. So if you know, down in the comments, leave me a comment on, oh, you know, here's a way to do it, here's a way to budget, this is how I budget, because that would be great. On day 3 last year, I decided to wear my Ghost Rider rubber mask that I've got, and my leather jacket, and of course that was July heat, ungodly uncomfortable. But I was the only one, because Howard Mackey was there, I was the only one that ended up doing any kind of Ghost Rider cosplay, and I'm not a cosplayer by choice. I ride a motorcycle, so I've got a leather jacket, biker boots, and I bought a rubber mask for Halloween one year, and I'm like, I'm going to wear this. And it was actually kind of nice. People were pulling me out of the crowd to take pictures with me. I just uploaded a couple of the pictures that I took while I was down there. You know, nothing, you know, overly fantastic, but one of the photographers from Terrificon actually took a picture of me, and I thought that was actually kind of cool. And then when they released all the pictures after last year's con, I was on their website, so that was kind of nice. And I actually had some kids that wanted to take pictures with me and stuff, so I just, you know, and I met another couple cosplayers that did a Ghost Rider, and then I saw theirs, and I thank God they didn't bring theirs, because, you know, I don't think mine looks horribly bad, but it didn't. Theirs, they had the lighting effects where it looked like smoke was actually coming out of their head, and other than me lighting my head on fire, which I'm pretty sure would get me kicked out of the convention, I feel that this is the best I'm going to do. So I'm debating on maybe Saturday, since it's going to be more crowded, maybe I'll actually throw the mask on for a little bit and walk around, especially to kind of bide my time, because Sunday is always the best day to buy. And I know that because I used to sell car parts and vend down at the Syracuse Nationals. And Friday, nobody wants to buy anything. Saturday, you know, you have the foot traffic, but a lot of people wait. But Sunday, they know you don't want to carry the stuff out. And a lot of the vendors that have 70 long boxes that they just carted in, for some of the dollar books, you'll see them go to 50 cents. You'll see them go to 25 cents, because they're trying to unload it so they don't have to carry as much back out. Which that is probably going to be what I'm going to try to assume. I'm going to try to shoot for more, is Sunday is going to actually be my buying day. Now, you run the risk, if you're doing that, of, are all the books that you wanted going to be picked over? So, but that's just my little short video on this. I'm hoping that during Terrificon I can actually get maybe meet some of the other creators that I know are going to be there, and just, you know, be able to introduce myself and maybe have a chat with them, you know, see what's working for their channel and see what I could maybe do. If they've seen anything of mine, maybe they can give me some pointers on what to improve. But that's pretty much it. So if anyone's going to be at Terrificon and they see me and they want to actually stop and say hi, I would appreciate it. It would be great to meet anybody that's ever actually watched the videos. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully see you there.